Nate Welcomer.
All right, McGurk Alumni Stadium on the campus of UMass Amherst, and Justin McKenna, who's been part of Blue Chip 225 for a long time, joining us here for the second half. He watched most of this first half as the elevator didn't work, and he had to hustle his way up to do that. But a couple of goaltending changes, one for each side here. For the White, we're going to see who.
We're going to see John Kuzmeski from Suffield Academy. He's originally from Hadley, Massachusetts.
And the goalkeeper will be Nate Welcomer for the Blue Chip Rising Juniors, the elite juniors down to our left for the Blue Squad.
Nate's from Lafayette, California.
Yes, he is. Coast to coast they come, and from north of the border and all around to enjoy Blue Chip 225. Great experience for these youngsters. They get a good look at it. It's Bianc trying to make a move through, and he was broken up on the play. And here comes the White. They trail by one. They have never had a lead in this game, but they've found ways to battle back and make it close. These two teams well put together. I mean, sometimes you see a little bit of a lopsided all-star game, but not with these elite rising juniors.
The attending coaches do a phenomenal job picking out and putting together the squad. Every once in a while there's an argument, so we have them go through a little battle of Rochambeau. Last man standing gets the pick.
As they continue from behind. That's Barchard. Barchard trying to make a move to the front of the goal and going to be shut down. Good effective work there by Jack Wood. You like that defensive strategy he deployed right there with that stick to the post side?
I do. Jack Wood's got great feet and doesn't throw many checks. He's a pretty simple defenseman. Simple but effective. Let's put it that way.
Nathaniel Welcomer with a big save. Now he's in possession. Not too aggressive here on the ride. Allowing the Blue to move it upfield was White. These guys had a long day of lacrosse today. And take us through a usual day as part of Blue Chip 225.
Usually day games are, depending on your division, at 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock or 9 and 11 o'clock. And then after that, you're either at 1 or 3 and 2 and 4. And then the night session, you're either at 6 or you're at 7. It's very well put together, plenty of downtime, just enough so you can recover, but not enough where you get bored. You're always on your feet. Just an injury note. It looks like number 24 in blue, Jack Hutchinson out of Choate Rosemary Hall. Looks like he twisted his ankle.
He's down there, got the wrap on it right now. So hopefully he'll be okay.
Yeah.
Had a nice first half.
He's got great hair.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? You take a look at these guys, and, obviously being juniors, looks like we have perhaps another injured player on the far side. And maybe a leg cramp. It was rather warm, rather humid today. And, of course, it's got to be difficult to hydrate, right, when you're out there playing lacrosse for many hours.
It does, but they have phenomenal dining hall here. I can't say that enough. They've had things that you can't even imagine, such as hibiscus water. You have all sorts of choices of Gatorade, Powerade, everything in between. There's actually cranberry lemonade and a smoothie station.
You're going to send our graphics guy down to the cafeteria, and he's going to leave us here because that's all his favorite stuff. If it sounds a little bit sugary, he wants it. Good foray to the front by Barchard. He's a strong-looking player out of Brewster Academy in Derry, New Hampshire. Mason Barchard was number 1 for the White.
A fantastic save from the inside there with Nate Welcomer.
He's come up big now a couple of times.
Actually got to see Nate play about 10 days ago at the King of the Hill with the Blue Chip national team.
So he's high caliber.
And a nice kid.
In the long run, that's the most important part of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Manco looks for that shooting lane, the shot, and Welcomer, another big save, had to go down low with that goaltender stick there. That netting came in handy. A little wider than the lacrosse stick that his defenseman is trying to use right now. We can take a look at that pretty save. Terrific work.
Jack Wood carrying up.
Mawa High School. That's a very popular high school for lacrosse. It's produced some terrific players throughout the years.
Yes, it has. By the way, interesting fact about the Pioneer Valley here in Massachusetts. It is home to more oak varieties on the East Coast than any other region in the United States.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So you did have some downtime.
Just a few minutes. To brush up on my state trivia after years in Rhode Island.
Wow. I never knew that. I'm from Massachusetts, too. This is how. See, my accent, I actually feel comfortable being out here now with my accent. David Bianc trying to make a move. Try to cut inside. Seeing great discipline from the defenders on both these teams here today. There's a shot, and that's a pretty save. Kaminsky got a piece of it. A kick save and a beauty. Good scrape for that ground ball win. Take a look at that save again. That was a terrific save. Loose ball ahead. Becker. Skill level seems to be very high here in 2015 for these juniors.
Definitely is. You're amazed year in and year out how the skill level is upgraded.
Giacello has some speed. He'll work from the X now. Good pass. Becker. That spin move does not work against Vreeland. He is so disciplined. Stands his ground. Great balance, too. Barchett, physical play, knocked down in the play there. It's been infraction-free thus far. That was Christopher Ryan who put the lumber on him, didn't he?
Coming to take out the trash.
Absolutely. Pretty move by Becker. Turns and fires and just missed. Welcomer trying to win that race to the back line, and he couldn't get there. You know, you talk about the evolution of these guys and their skill sets and how it improves every year. Do you see one position improving more and more over another? Or, more guys maybe from the defensive side with better ball skills now getting more involved offensively? Or is it goalkeeping? What do you see the biggest improvements from a positional standpoint? Welcomer at another stop.
I think one of the biggest is playing the long stick position because they're getting used to playing younger and younger with a 6-foot pole. In years past, you would never see that.
Yeah.
Now you have better stick handlers in the long pole, especially in the long stick midi position. And with later on tonight, when we see the sophomores, some of the sticks will be taller than some of them.
Yeah, I can imagine. This is Howell, and he muscles his way for a score. Nice play by James Howell out of East Meadow High School, East Meadow, New York. And the Blue, they open up a 2-goal lead again. Take another look at that little power move, huh? From the post. So 5-3, Blue on top. But midway through the second half. Ted's got us working late tonight, with 4 games.
You're telling me. But it is a double camp.
That's right.
You have juniors and sophomores, and then next week we will have freshmen and seniors.
It was so beautiful that when I made my way in to prepare for this event, yes, I did try to prepare a little bit, at least set up the equipment side of things. But when you drove through and came on up to UMass Amherst, and you had that gigantic field with all the lacrosse activity taking place in one spot, it was really beautiful to see.
It was, and just the area in general. You have Northampton just up the road, and you have downtown Amherst, which is also home to Amherst College, and Antonio, Slices by Antonio, which is the unofficial sponsor of the coaching staff.
I'll have to try that. I was looking for an eatery earlier today. I guess I'll have to check it out next week. Close on by?
It is very close on by.
That's Howell again. He's already tallied once. That just missed. Just above 11 minutes. Blue leading by 2. Trying to add to that advantage. They've never trailed Estabrooks. Shot.
Nice
Kaminsky,
save
yeah.
by Kuzmetsky.
They play it back out. Cerrito to control. Off to the left side. To the top. Cerrito. Good first step and a score. He beat his defender. Kuzminski had no chance, and it's now a 3-goal Blue lead. It's 6-4.
I don't know what's better, the stick side goal or the fist pump afterwards.
Should be 6-3, right? Yeah, 6-3. They didn't do it right up on the scoreboard here at McGurk. Maybe they'll fix that. Did you like the goal or the celebration? Which one did you like, Justin?
I like both of them.
You like them both?
I love the fact when a player celebrates in an all-star game. Show a little passion. It's a good thing to do.
Procedure, ball awarded to Blue. Talk about those nuances of the face-off. You think you have it won, all of a sudden you hear that whistle, and you got to turn it over.
Yeah, especially with the face-off rules, the rules that have been changed over the past year. There's more spacing in between the players, and it comes down to quick twitch muscles.
This is Gardner. Worked it off to Pavlik. Pavlik got knocked down. Ball to the turf. Change of possession. Was that a hit from the backside there?
I think they called him in the crease.
In the crease, okay. A little swim. Nifty move by her. Her trying to plow his way through, and he does.
Yeah, Gardner Herg doing the one-man clear here.
That's a long run, and now we get a whistle.
Long run and a moving pick.
Yeah.
Now Gardner up, straight to the box and subbing out.
That's a tough break. Your eyes are good to pick that up. Evie. Good effort coming off the right here. Pavlik. Well, I say it every year, Justin, when we get together. It always amazes me the way these teams play. Just put together as all-star teams, as early as today,
Yeah.
as late as today. I guess you could look at it two different ways, and they play with so much continuity. Good precise pass. Hutchinson. He's out of Staples High School, Westport, Connecticut. Long stick midi. Result, a shot on goal, and again, Welcomer was there. Tell you, Nathaniel Welcomer is quick as a cat, isn't he?
Yeah, and
He is.
you know what? He's a bigger goalie,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice, and he's very athletic. He's not a big dumpy guy. He's actually well put together. And still growing. He's over 6 foot. I think he's about 6'1" or 2".
Gentle worked it to the front. The shot was deflected wide. Might have gone off the stick of Vreeland. Michael Vreeland out of Henderson, Nevada. Coronado High School. Never been there. Here's a shot.
Henderson, Nevada, #1 football team in the country. Bishop Gorman is in Henderson,
Really?
Nevada.
It was Randall with an opportunity out of Fordham Prep in Port Chester, New York a moment ago. Might have got a piece of the post as Welcomer came out. Tried to cut down that angle a little. Oh, they find a cutter. That shot off the side of the goal. Trying to go over the top was Frederick Clark, and a well-coordinated effort. Good possession here by White. They need a goal, trailing 6-3. Trying to shift inside was Emmerich. Worked it to the front of the goal. He stuck with it there. Played off that stick check and finds Gentle for the score. And the White now closes the gap to 6-4. So they did not allow that. I'm trying to figure out why they didn't allow that. I didn't see it again. Looks like it went in. Maybe a man in the crease. But the possession changed. Now that's equal. Each team has had one called back. I see it go in, Justin. I call it a goal.
I thought a goal went
Yeah.
in against in the Maryland-Yale game in the playoffs this past year. It was all the rage on social
Yeah.
media. It was not called.
It does happen. I wonder what the biggest reason why it's not called.
I'm going to go with bad eyes on the official.
Kuzminski, kind of a loosely played clear up through midfield. Turns into a turnover. Lednicki. And
Delayed offsides on that. Oh.
Nice catch of that pass there by Randall. He felt it coming. The dump across the goal mouth, and Bailey couldn't put a stick to it. That might be a time when you probably want to shoot it, huh? You're that tight.
Yeah.
Instead of that flick pass across the top of that circle. Giucello. That's whistled home by Randall. Will that one count? Yes, it will.
I believe that's the first goal that Welcomer's given up this half.
Yes, indeed. Yep, all the scoring by White came in the first half until just then. 6-4, you score now. Take a look at that. Well, that was a good pass. Well set up to the front of the goal. I got a crucial face-off upcoming here, Justin, with 4:22 and ticking down. Of course, they do not stop the clock. It's running time here in this Elite Rising Junior All-Star game. Blue versus white. Players have done a terrific job in putting on a show on both sides. There's McManus. Ball loose to the far side. Chase after it. Pavlik trying to be the first to it. And he'll get his just reward as he got there. Pavlik from behind the goal. Blue has never trailed. They took a 2-0 lead. White came back to tie it at 2, and the Blues been able to maintain a 2-goal advantage throughout. Cerrito. Stick handles left-handed, now switches right. Is that the first thing you look for, Justin, in a player, a guy that can work off both wings?
Yes, and you also want to look at the fact, is he coachable? Can you teach him things? Is he malleable? What is his ability? And then work from there. Obviously, you have to take upon yourself to work on your stick skills in your downtime. Hit the wall, play catch with a friend.
Pass was deflected, collected by Baker. Good stick work there. Will intercept that pass. Knocked down. Baker got it right back. I believe in that far side it was Oakley. Did a nice job with that long pole. It was. Evan Oakley out of McClay School, Tallahassee, Florida, where the sun always shines.
I was just looking down here and trying to count it up. My math might be off. I was not a math major. I was actually an elementary ed major. We have 15 states and 2 provinces of Canada represented in this game.
It's terrific. Seems to be growing every year.
It's just amazing.
Just above 2 minutes remaining here. Blue on top, 6-4. Feed from behind. That shot just wide by Pavlik, Colin Pavlik, from Rumson Fairhaven Regional High School in Fairhaven, New Jersey. One of the elite all-stars. Pass in his direction just wide. That was Pavlik, rather, number 6 going after that pass.
Pavlik's been very active this game.
Mm-hmm. Well, Justin, despite what venue you might be playing in, the coaches take up their perch on the far side of the field like they always do, in their portable chairs.
And the portable chairs get more advanced year to year. I actually saw a rocking chair with hydraulics.
No.
On one of them. I've seen ones with a canopy, footrest. I've seen vented ones. Actually saw a three-legged chair today. That was kind of interesting.
Pavlik will dump one home. And the blue continues to up the score. That's White, actually, right? Yeah, that's White scoring. That's my fault. Yeah, yeah, that was.
Yeah,
That was right.
that was
right.
Pavlik on the
Yeah,
goal.
that was Pavlik on the goal.
Very active.
Yes, indeed.
It's always good to have your name called for the right reasons.
Absolutely. So 7-4 your score down to 43 seconds left. Pavlik with that great move. Good battle for this face-off here. I've noticed that the game has almost come to a stall on some of these face-off battles here today. Face-off guys not wanting to relinquish possession. Manco, face-off guys today have done a terrific job. Brennan and Herr for the White Elite Rising Juniors, and Cross and Hutchinson doing a nice job for the Elite Rising Junior Blue team as this one comes to a close. 7-4, your final. You got more coming your way. And Justin, before I let you go here, and we pause before our second All-Star game here tonight, the sophomore elite, the elite sophomores coming to play. The Elite Rising Sophomore All-Star game is up next. But some of your thoughts and some of the folks who may have impressed you here today.
I thought earlier they was feeling out, but just to stand out on blue on offense, Pavlik had the ball and had his name called an awful lot, and that's always a good thing. And moves the ball. He's a tough kid. Took a great shot from inside 5 yards. Have to say, Nate Welcomer, when you give up only 1 goal and a half as a goalie in an all-star game where you're seeing a lot of shots from a variety of angles, that's impressive.
And from some talented shooters, too, you might add. All right, we're going to take a break. That's going to do it for this one. As you take a look at a couple of the highlights, and we'll get organized for our second All-Star game. So looking forward to that right here on sportingnewsct.com as once again we work in conjunction with Blue Chip 225. And I know that Ted's going to come up a little bit. So the Elite Rising Sophomores, Blue versus White, is up next. Stay tuned for that.